Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I would share a recipe with you because I haven't done one in a while. So today I'm going to show you how I made this really yummy, delicious, easy to go breakfast. So let's go. Generally when I make something that will last a while, I'll make a lot of it and store it away. So I'm using 3 cups of rolled oats, 2 cups of nuts, and I'm nuts about nuts. So I have a mixture of macadamia, almond, walnut, cashew nut, pine nuts, and pumpkin kernels. And these are optional, but I also added about a quarter cup of chia seeds as well as a quarter cup of sesame seeds. I love sesame seeds. These are just stuff I had in my pantry and I thought it would be more healthy to also include them in as well. And I've also got about a quarter cup of flaxseed as well, which was sitting in my cupboard, so I just thought, you know what, I'll add that in as well. And I've also added about a quarter to half cup of desiccated coconut as well, just to give it a slightly sweeter taste. And also coconut nut, I don't know, still seems like part of the nut family, so I'll just put that in as well. You also need a quarter cup of dark brown sugar. You can add more or less depending on how sweet you'd want it. A quarter cup of maple syrup, which you can also use honey or agave syrup as well. And you also need a quarter cup of oil. So I'm using blended vegetable oil. You can also use macadamia oil, coconut oil, or peanut oil as well. And this is just so it gives it a nice roast. If you're not adding as much sugar, I probably suggest to put a little bit more oil in as well. And also, last thing is a little pinch of salt. So now you're going to combine all the dried ingredients into a large bowl and mix that thoroughly. So that's the oats, nuts, as well as all the seeds and coconut as well. Once that's mixed, also mix in the brown sugar. I like to mix it as I go because sometimes the brown sugar can be a bit clumpy, and just so everything's mixed and you don't have any chunky sugary bites or anything like that, just make sure that the brown sugar is thoroughly mixed in with all the other ingredients before you pop in the maple syrup and oil. So once you're happy that all the dark sugar is all mixed in with the rest of the ingredients, then you just got to pop it up with the oil as well as maple syrup. Now it's time to get down and dirty, with clean hands obviously. So what you're going to do is use your hands and thoroughly mix the ingredients together with the maple syrup and oil, just so it's all nicely mixed and everything is nice and glossy as well. And once you're done with that, I also like to take a minute to wash my hands using the sugar and the oatmeal as some kind of like a exfoliator. But yeah. So once that's done, what you're going to do is grab your baking tray and line that up with baking paper and pop your mix on top of the baking paper and spread it out evenly. So now you're ready to pop this into the oven. So with the oven settings, I've set it as 125 degrees Celsius, which I think is about 250 degrees Fahrenheit, but you may need to double check with that. And leave that in and bake it for about an hour, hour and 15 minutes to an hour and a half. And yes, I'm wearing Hello Kitty slippers and those are my Tuck Shop Lady arms. And also don't forget to set your timer on for every 15 minutes just to go back and give it a stir so the heat distributes evenly and you're not getting any burnt spots. So pretty much you just have to keep an eye on it every 15 minutes and give it a stir. This will take about an hour and 15 minutes to an hour and a half depending on your oven, and you'll notice each time that this will turn slightly golden each time, and until it turns into a nice golden color then you'll know it's ready, which then you'll just take out and put it on a rack to cool down. And there you have it, voila, your homemade toasted nut granola. You can also add dried fruits into this as well if you want, but I generally leave it like that and store it into some airtight jars and keep it in the pantry. And this is really good if you're on the go because you can pretty much eat it anywhere. I like to pair it off with my favorite yogurt, which is the Gippsland Smooth and Creamy Natural Yogurt, because it gives it a nice roasted flavor with a nice sweet caramelized crunch as well as the sour tangy yogurt. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you do, please give me a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to watch more videos. Thanks for watching. Bye!